You think you know Breaking Bad? Well, here's 10 things you may not have known about Walter White's transformation into Heisenberg.
That's right. Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
Breaking Bad is widely considered one of the greatest television series of all time, and its fifth and final season has a coveted 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Stay out of my territory.
In 2013, Breaking Bad earned a Guinness World Record for the highest rated show of all time. Breaking Bad was created by Vince Gilligan, who was a writer and executive producer on The X-Files. He was interested in creating a series where the protagonist became the antagonist, stating, quote, "Television is historically good at keeping its characters in a self-imposed stasis so that the show can go on for years or even decades. When I realized this, the next logical step was to think, how can I do a show in which the fundamental drive is toward change?" He added that his goal with Walter White was to turn him from Mr. Chips into Scarface.
Okay. You want to play rough?
Oh.
Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Gilligan states that the idea for Breaking Bad came about when joking with his former X-Files writing partner Thomas Schnauz about putting, quote, "a meth lab in the back of an RV and driving around the country cooking meth and making money."
Let's start with some tough love, all right? Ready for this? Here goes. You two suck at peddling meth. Period.
It's reported that on average, the show's episodes cost about $3 million to make. While digital cameras were used for some time-lapse shots and tight camera angles, the majority of the show was shot on 35mm, adding to the cost of the show's production.
I gotta do it, man.
Hey, quit screwing around. We are here to do a job, not channel Scrooge McDuck.
Gilligan and Breaking Bad leading man Bryan Cranston worked together previously on The X-Files, where Cranston played another character suffering from a terminal illness. In that role, Cranston was required to do what he would eventually do with Walter White, create a character who was deplorable while still being relatable to viewers. Gilligan said of Cranston's performance, "Bryan alone was the only actor who could do that, who could pull off that trick, and it is a trick. I have no idea how he does it."
It is fascinating, really.
When Gilligan presented Cranston as his choice for the lead, AMC officials were wary because his highest profile role was as the comedic father Hal in Malcolm in the Middle. AMC instead wanted to cast John Cusack or Matthew Broderick in the role, but both actors declined. AMC acquiesced after watching Cranston's episode of The X-Files.
Jesse, you asked me if I was in the meth business or the money business. Neither. I'm in the empire business.
Cranston gained 10 pounds before filming to help flesh out, pun intended, his character, and worked with costume designer Kathleen DeToro to come up with Walter's wardrobe. They chose mostly browns, greens, and khaki-colored pants to make him appear bland and boring. They also dyed the natural red in Cranston's hair to a subdued brown in order to remove any remarkable physical attributes from the character. Bryan Cranston has described Walter's mustache as, quote, "impotent, like a dead caterpillar." There's a lot of on-screen meth snorting and smoking going on in Breaking Bad. While the actors aren't smoking and snorting real drugs, what they are ingesting is equally as likely to cause them to lose their teeth. The blue persuasion is actually rock candy, 100% raw, uncut sugar.
Ah, tight, yeah! Ah, blue, yellow, pink. Whatever, man, just keep bringing me that.
It's well known that Aaron Paul, who plays Jesse, was almost killed off at the end of season 1. If that was the case, then he never would have been able to say bitch 54 times throughout the series, which is less than one per episode. It feels like there should be more. Are we sure that's all there is?
Yeah, bitch!
As a way to remember their experience making the show, Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston both have Breaking Bad-inspired tattoos. Aaron Paul has the phrase "no half measures" written in cursive on his bicep, and Cranston has a tiny version of the show's logo on his ring finger. The complete series was released on home media in 2013 in a collectible box shaped like one of Walter's money barrels from the 5th season. One of the special features included in that set was an alternate ending where Bryan Cranston reprised his role from Malcolm in the Middle, jokingly revealing that the events of Breaking Bad were all just a dream.
And then there was this other little guy who was a waif, a man-child kid who always looked like he was wearing his older brother's clothes. He would always say things like, "Hey, bitch." The B word. He would use the B word a lot. He would say, "Yo, B word! Yay, science, B words!" Okay.
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know TV. Make sure you subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.